Have you ever met someone who's just the life of the party? Always has a story, a joke, a perfect little comeback? Well, today, we are jumping right into the most talkative, curious, and just plain quick-witted sign of the zodiac. We are decoding the energy of the twins, Gemini.
Oh, I love this quote. It just paints the perfect picture, doesn't it? You can practically see it. Gemini is that electric spark in the room, the ultimate social butterfly. It's like one twin is deep in a story while the other is already scanning for the next interesting person to talk to. They're not there to, plant their flag and stay put. Nope. They're there to circulate, to move ideas and stories and energy all around the room. Okay, so let's get into the why. To really get the Gemini archetype, we've got to look at its astrological DNA. So what's actually powering all this constant motion and communication?
Well, it all kicks off with this combo, mutable air. So think of air as the element of the mind, all about thoughts, language, ideas. Now you add the mutable quality, which is all about change and adaptation, and what you get is the most flexible, fast-moving energy in the entire zodiac. This is exactly why a Gemini's mind moves so fast. It's literally built to shift and change like the wind.
And if mutable air is the fuel, then Mercury is the engine. I mean, think about it. In mythology, Mercury was the messenger of the gods, always zipping between worlds, translating messages, never, ever staying still. This planetary influence is what gives Gemini that famous quick wit and that endless burning need to process and share information. And yeah, it also explains that signature restlessness. They've always got another message to deliver. So with that cosmic blueprint in mind, what are the standout strengths? Let's get into the superpowers that really make Geminis the storytellers and the connectors that they are.
Okay, so at the very core of every Gemini is this bottomless curiosity. They just have to know stuff. And that curiosity is what drives their incredible adaptability. They can literally shapeshift to find common ground with just about anyone. And of course, they are so communicative. For a Gemini, thinking and talking are practically the same thing. This all comes pouring out through their famous wit and social charm. But what's powering it all? A deep, fundamental restlessness. That constant need for what's new, what's next, what's interesting.
But, and you knew there was a but coming, right? As with everything in astrology, those brilliant strengths cast a pretty long shadow. Every single superpower has a potential weakness. So let's flip the coin and look at the other side of Gemini.
And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. You see on the left, you've got adaptable, which sounds great. But on the right, that exact same quality can come across as inconsistent. Their amazing curiosity can turn into superficiality, knowing a little bit about a lot of things, but maybe not a whole lot about any one thing. And that brilliant communicative mind, that can easily spiral into a loop of overthinking.
So the really crucial thing to get here is that these struggles aren't character flaws. Not at all. They are the totally natural result of Gemini's energetic wiring. Their minds are just moving so fast that it's tough to stick with one thing long enough to really master it. This can make them seem distracted, and they'll often use that famous wit to joke their way out of a heavy emotional moment, just preferring to keep things light and in their heads.
So we've covered the cosmic blueprint, the good and the bad, but how does this all actually play out, in the real world? Let's take a quick look at Gemini in love and at work.
In a relationship, having a Gemini partner is like having a constant source of fresh air. I mean, the conversation is never going to get stale, and they want a partner who can keep up with their mental gymnastics. The challenge, though, when things get too emotionally heavy or intense, they can feel really trapped. And if they get bored, well, their mind will check out long before they ever physically leave the room.
Now, at work, this is where that cocktail party energy really shines. Geminis are the absolute best networkers, journalists, salespeople, you name it. They are masters at taking in a ton of information and connecting people. Just give them variety and constant stimulation and watch them go. But ask them to do the same routine task every single day, and you are going to lose them. That follow-through can be their biggest challenge. So when you take all this whole dynamic of light and shadow, what's the ultimate growth path for a Gemini? How does all this buzzing mental energy mature into something truly powerful?
This, right here. This is the heart of it. The big evolutionary task for Gemini is to realize that just collecting endless facts and stories isn't the same as truly understanding. The real magic happens when they learn to slow down, to go deeper, and to commit that brilliant mind of theirs to one thing long enough to find the real wisdom that's waiting right under the surface.
And that really is the ultimate puzzle for this sign, isn't it? How does all that quick intelligence evolve into real, lasting wisdom? It's the journey from being the messenger who just carries the information around to becoming someone who actually understands the message itself. Thanks for digging into this explainer with me.